The Chicago White Sox launched 3 home runs as they took down the Seattle Mariners 5-3. The Miami Marlins got 12 hits in this one as they cruised to the win over the Cardinals.
Streaming MLB The Show 21, MLB The Show 21 Baltimore Orioles franchise mode.
4-3. The Atlanta Braves combined for 4 total home runs as they took down the Nationals in Washington 5-4. The Cubs racked up 11 hits as a team as they got the best of the Brewers at home 9-7. The Reds combined to allow only 4 hits as they sank the visiting Buck.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Jamison Taillon is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
Brian Roberts, the next batter. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Brian Roberts.
First offering. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
0-1 for count.
First pitch, 6:35.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Bounce to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game.
Batting second.
And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, you better be careful when dealing with that 5-hole hitter. He's got over 1,000 RBIs. He's already proved he's a clutch hitter. He knows how to drive in big runs when it counts. So if the situation comes up in this game, I'm looking to watch how he goes to work in the clutch.
So now to the plate, Nick Markakis, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 1-0. Hit out towards second. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And a dive, but he's back in there. To the plate now, Eddie Murray. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 1-0.
2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone. This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
3-0 now.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Batting.
Who's your favorite team?
Striding in is Cal Ripken. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Has a look. Now the pitch. As he'll take a first pitch curveball right down the middle for strike 1.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with 2 guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location, right down the middle, but he got away with it.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
Markakis at second. Murray at first. 1 gone. A shot down the first baseline. And that is past him at first. It's a fair ball. And this will find the wall deep in the corner.
Definitely a solid way to start the game offensively. It always feels great to jump out to a 1-0 lead in the first inning, but now they've got a chance to really set the tone. 2 more runners in scoring position that they obviously don't want to leave out there.
Stepping in now, Brooks Robinson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
The 0-1 pitch. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw over to Gehrig, and that's out number 2.
Batting 6, the left fielder, Ryan.
Digging in next, Ryan Mountcastle. And the Orioles looking for more here in this game's opening frame. From the belt, the pitch. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able to get by him. His swing was just a little under that one.
And this bounces to Posada, but he's able to get a handle on it quickly. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
Here's the 3-1. Comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Trey Mancini trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. First pitch of the AB now. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
2 out, bases loaded. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. One and one. Here it is.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Bottom of the first coming up, and Baltimore has the early 1-0 lead. Ashton Godot
is on the mound for game 2.
Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy really struggled last year. This season is going to be about a bounce-back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
And now here is Robinson Cano. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half.
Angels and Rangers, though Mike Trout is my most favorite and Mike Napoli is my second most favorite.
Here as you'll take a look at ball 1-0. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, it appears to be all systems go to start the new year as they've come out of the gates on a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah, guys, you know what as well as I do. Being in the clubhouse
the
before the
Padres.
game, this team's riding high. 4-0 to start the road trip. They're more concerned about what they're having for dinner than worried about the opposing pitcher right now.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out to right. Markakis is there to put it away for route number 1.
Batting second.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. I mean, he's got over 400 home runs. Any manager would be happy to pencil his name in the lineup and rely on that power every time he comes to the plate. What a luxury this club has.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. One out, nobody on. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
When the guy on the mound has complete command of his off speed, especially his changeup, sometimes as a hitter you just have to give up pull side to stay on it.
1-2 to DJ LeMahieu. Godot features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Fouled away. Again, a 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Batting third, the first baseman, Lou Gehrig.
So 2 out, nobody on, and in steps the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. Now here's the first offering. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
The 1-2. High in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. Now here's a swing and another chance out there at second. He's right there. Throw on to the first baseman Murray, and that retires the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're down 1-0. New inning set to get underway, and
Leading
next
off
to
for the
bat will be
Orioles,
the outfielder,
the
Austin
center fielder,
Hayes.
Austin Hayes.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Popped up. And no one will track it down. A bouncer to the left side. Reined in. On to first, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting ninth.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's focus on outfielder Brett Gardner. You need a center fielder, he can play there. You need a corner spot, he's got that covered too. He has baseball acumen, awareness, a savvy for the game. Even if the offense lags a little bit, defense is always on point.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. He comes up empty that time as he's underneath it. 0-2. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one. Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Still 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Fastball just missed above the zone.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Orioles out to an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Fastball is outside and it's full now. 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Swung on but fouled off to the left. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Into the box now, Brian Roberts. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Second appearance here, he grounded out to start the ball game. The windup and the 0-1. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit weakly on the ground to short. A barehanded play by LeMahieu. It's there. He got him. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Alfonso Soriano. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball, that's inside.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Well, the catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting fifth, the center.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And when you talk about third base, you talk about a step and a dive. But you better have something to go with it when you get to your knees. And that's what this guy has. An absolute howitzer.
That brings up Mickey Mantle as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2. Mantle is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base run. Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this guy on the mound before, but now they really don't like him. He's gotten the faithful all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game, and you can bet he's really going to hear it if he comes around to score.
Here's big Aaron Judge. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Mantle, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0, using the slide step to try to control the running game.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Mountcastle is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting 7th, the catcher, Jorge.
Next up is Jorge Posada. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Has a look, now the pitch.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
And Posada will lay off there. It's back to 1-1. Posada behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
And the runner back safely. The 1-2 pitch.
I got to count 2-2.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Count remains full. Here's the 3-2. Popped him up. Murray is there. And he's got it for the final out of the frame. The Yanks leave 1. It remains 1-0.
Yes, never stop me from being a good wager. I get respect from
So now here is Nick Markakis. He collected a base hit his first time
right
up.
fielder, number 21, Nick
Pitch on the way. Opposite field to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Jumped
Now
all
batting,
over that
the
first
first
pitch of the inning, and he
Eddie
didn't miss it. Just
Murray.
wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
At the plate, Eddie Murray. Yes, he'll take a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The windup and the 0-1. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Two balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman.
2 balls.
One out, nobody on. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
Boy, that's a really good pitch, Mark, right there, down in the zone. That's when, as a pitcher, you just kind of have to shake your head and tip your cap to the batter.
Yeah, right there. You're looking to just either foul that off or stay in there and survive. He found a way to not only stay in there and survive, but drive it up the middle for a knock.
Standing in now, Cal Ripken, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Behind 0-2 now. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Another one sent foul. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
As he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat, it's strike 1. 2 out with the man at first. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Orioles leave 1, but they lead it 1-0.
You ain't from where you say you from. You ain't done what you say you done. We don't believe that. You ain't from where you say.
Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the third baseman, Gio Urshela.
The third baseman, number 29.
First offering on its way.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1. Curveball taken for a strike on the inside.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get me over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close.
Batting
Call the
ninth,
ball. What does he do?
the left
He
fielder,
comes back with a better
Red
pitch and gets the punch out.
Gardner.
Here's Brett Gardner now. As the first pitch to him's a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Two and 0 to the Yankees left fielder.
2 balls, no strikes.
The 2-0 on the way.
That's ball 3.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy,
hitter,
but at least they have a base
Robinson.
runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Stepping in next, Robinson Cano flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Throw over to the bag, runner back safely. First pitch of the AB on its way as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Gardner, base runner at first with 1 out. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
One and one, here it comes. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Three and 1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
High in the air into shallow left center. Mountcastle has to run a ways, but he gets there in time to record the out. How about that?
Up next for the Yankees, the shortstop, DJ LeMahieu.
Digging in now for the Yankees, DJ LeMahieu, 0 for 1 here in the early going. '50th pitch of the game on its way.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
The 0-1 delivery.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is lined into right field as that'll put him into the hit column for the first time. It's a solid single. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder tucked, the hip tucked. Was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
In now, Lou Gehrig, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike 1. And they're runners at the corners now. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. One and 2. Here it is. Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this.
Just bounce it. Everybody wanna come, I'm announcing it. I'm always gonna get it, I'm always gonna get it. Even if you sit back denouncing it, but I come hang out with it via crew.
All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle.
Ryan Mountcastle.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
No.
The 1-0. Line hard deep into left. Gardner is there, and he has it for the out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And we've got 2 guys bringing some serious gas for you, as you see there. Top speeds 96 and 97. In now for the O's, Trey Mancini struck out in his last trip to the plate.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel, because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
1 run on 3 hits and no errors for the Orioles so far. And he fouls this one off. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. The 2-1 home is strike 2 swinging.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Two pitch is fouled away. Into the windup and the pitch. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Posada goes to get it, and he makes the throw to first. Mancini is retired. 2 down now.
The center fielder, Austin.
Now it'll be Austin Hayes. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him. In there for strike 1.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
Hard hit ball to second. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. A ball ticketed for right center, but the ticket is revoked as he goes up to pull this one down. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And batting next will be Alfonso Soriano.
Second baseman, Alfonso Soriano.
Now the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Now the pitch. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. The next 3-2. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Back up the middle. And that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Boy, talking about making a pitcher work, D-Row. 8-pitch at bat. Finally leads off to a base hit.
I got to be honest with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag, and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him, not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting a result.
So now to the plate, Mickey Mantle, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Ready with the 1-0.
Ball that time.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
Three and 2 to the Yankees center fielder.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Soriano aboard here at first with nobody out. Left center, base hit.
Well, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Count remains at 0-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
At the plate now, Jorge Posada, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
The batter, number 29.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. A potential tying run for him at third base. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by the boards as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. They still trail 1-0. Ready now for Baltimore. Chance Cisco. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Chance Cisco.
First offering on its way. Low for ball 1. Cisco playing here in his age 26 season. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Here comes the 1-2. Pitch popped up. Urshela is there for it. 1 down.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Brian Roberts.
Now at the plate, here is Brian Roberts, grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
No balls and a strike to count. Strike 2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. Ready with another 2-2. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 21, Nick Markakis.
Next, it'll be Nick Markakis, a hit in 2 tries so far. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
The 1-1.
Count is 2-1.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They lead it 1-0.
Leading off for the Yankees, the left fielder, Brett Gardner.
First pitch on its way. Brett Gardner will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
Fastball laid off well below the knees. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Two and 2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Under it is Hayes, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Robinson Cano.
Next up, Robinson Cano. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And now the first pitch. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Lifted the other way down the left field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Pulled toward right center field. Roberts ranging into the outfield, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He hits it hard on the ground to the left. Throw on to the first baseman, Murray, and that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Digging in, the switch hitter, Eddie Murray. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Pitch on the way. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. the 1-0. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Cal Ripken. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1-0 the count. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. He's got it. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The third baseman, number 5, Brooks Robinson.
Next to hit, Brooks Robinson. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Now here it comes. Two out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Posada finds it, and the throw to first ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, but they're up 1-0. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Lou Gehrig.
The first baseman, Lou.
And the pitch.
Gehrig.
And that misses inside 1-0. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Now the 1-0. Grounded down the third baseline. A ball and 2 strikes now. One and 2, here it comes. Lays off 2-2 now. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
Hit in the air down the right field line. The payoff pitch one more time. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
The next batter is Alfonso Soriano, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Outside, 3-0 now.
No surprise here that they're working around this big boy. Certainly not going to let this guy tie the game up with something fat out over the heart of the plate.
1 out, nobody on. And he lost him here on 4 pitches. So a speed merchant is aboard now with 1 away.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it. But when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your 1-run lead.
Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout.